When these boys found a body at a skate park, what they did next stunned everyone. While this group of friends were out skating together, they spotted something disturbing: a lifeless body laying next to the women's public restroom. Reluctantly, and after seeing the condition the woman was in, they edged closer. It soon became apparent that she wasn't breathing, and as a result, they quickly called 911. But things didn't end there. In fact, what these kids did next left everyone stunned. When someone's in need of assistance, it's easy to turn a blind eye and leave it to someone else to help. And it's also easy to make a snap judgment about somebody based on how they look or what they're doing. But these boys defied any preconceptions and stepped up to the mark. And there's another stereotype the boys go against too. That's all to do with the fact that we live in a time when health experts worry that kids aren't getting enough exercise or spend too much time playing computer games or on other devices. Children need fresh air and interaction. However, these 6 friends, Owen, Miles, Waylon, Kevin, Noah, and Jonah, are keen skaters who enjoy being outdoors. On December 14th, 2016, moreover, the gang were hanging out at their local skating facility, the Santa Rita Park in Tucson, Arizona. And at one point in the day, they suddenly spotted something unusual and so decided to investigate further. What the group of boys had seen was a woman sprawled motionless outside the public restrooms. Undoubtedly, it was a shocking sight for the youngsters, but nonetheless, they ventured closer, and as they approached, they saw that the situation was very grave indeed. One of the group, Jonah, later told Tucson News Now, "We really didn't know what was happening, but as they got closer, it became clear to them all that they had a life or death situation on their hands. Indeed, the stranger lying on the floor in front of them was in serious trouble." Before we continue with the rest of the video, we could use your help. Click that like button to help spread the word about Watchjojo, and also be sure to subscribe and click the notification bell so you don't miss our future videos. Owen, another of the boys, told Tucson News Now she looked like a zombie. She was really skinny. And right at that moment, the woman's homeless friend emerged from the bathroom, seemingly oblivious to what was going on. Apparently, the woman on the ground had just collapsed without warning. "We immediately knew it was serious," Owen told Tucson News Now, and it was a situation the boys in turn described as terrifying and traumatizing. And yet, despite their fears, they knew something had to be done. But what could 6 young boys do in this situation? Well, first of all, they immediately found a phone, and realizing that the woman was in serious need of medical attention, one of them dialed 911. Furthermore, while the call was being placed, some of the other boys did their best to keep onlookers calm. But their actions didn't stop there. One of the group bent down and reached for the woman's arm. He was checking for a pulse. With the woman looking in such bad shape, the boys knew they couldn't even wait for paramedics to arrive. Instead, they'd switched to autopilot and taken matters into their own hands. I think Miles went over and took her pulse to see if her heart was still beating. Owen told Tucson News Now he could barely feel it, but it was there. The boys continued like pros who'd been doing this their whole lives. In fact, Owen then began to perform CPR. "I thought I'm probably not going to succeed at anything, but I tried it," Owen recalled. It was a remarkably mature thing for a young boy to be undertaking in such a terrifying situation. What's more, the 6 friends were displaying immense coolness under pressure. Despite Owen's reservations that CPR would work, he nonetheless persisted. In fact, he would continue to perform chest compressions for around 5 minutes. And the young man even found the good nature to joke with the woman's friend during the whole ordeal. Owen told Tucson News Now, "I actually asked her homeless friend, 'Do you want to do mouth-to-mouth? Because I'm good.'" The boys' persistence paid off, however. Indeed, by the time the emergency services showed up, the situation had improved immensely. As paramedics arrived at the scene, in fact, the woman was breathing, and she was able to talk. Owen had saved her life by using the same skill he had seen save the life of his own grandfather. And when he was faced with a situation where it was needed, he jumped into action. Owen told Tucson News Now that, despite the dubious-looking nature of the woman, he wasn't afraid to step in and help. He said, "We weren't scared to talk to them, like to get close to them, because they're just people." That's possibly not an attitude you might expect from a group of youngsters. And the boys' selfless gestures extended beyond the incident, too. Miles admitted that for some time afterward, he had thought about the woman. He told Tucson News Now, "I thought about it for a while, like, is she all right? What happened?" They didn't know who the woman was, and they may never learn what happened to her, or what caused her to collapse in the park. But what is known is that the boys' actions saved her life that day. And their quick-thinking responses were recognized by local authorities, who presented Owen with a certificate. Owen was given a Citizen Award presented by the Office of the Fire Chief. It said, "Your immediate response to assist someone having a medical emergency directly impacted their life. Your decisiveness contributed to a positive outcome, and the Tucson Fire Department commends you for your actions." CPR isn't that hard, a modest Owen told Tucson News Now. It's really just knowing what to do at the time. But while it may be a simple thing to learn, it's a potentially life-saving one, as the boys demonstrated. And so, soon after the incident, Owen approached his headmaster so that every student in his school could learn the crucial skill. Please don't forget to share this video with your friends below. Please don't forget to subscribe and activate the bell to receive everything that's new.